Every World Cup creates a new hero. Sometimes it's the player who scores the winning goal. Sometimes it's the superstar everyone expected. But every once in a while, a hero comes from a place no one saw coming. In 2026, one of the biggest stories of the tournament wasn't about a football giant. It wasn't about a Ballon d'Or winner. It wasn't even about a famous club. It was about a 40-year-old goalkeeper from a tiny island nation that most football fans had never expected to see on the world's biggest stage. With nothing but experience, determination, and unbelievable reflexes, he stood in front of the goal and refused to let history pass him by. This is the incredible story of Cape Verde's unlikely hero, Vozinha. Vozinha became one of the breakout stories of the 2026 tournament. During Cape Verde's World Cup debut, he made 7 crucial saves against European heavyweight Spain to secure a 0-0 draw. This stellar performance earned him the Man of the Match award and caused his Instagram following to skyrocket from 50,000 to over 16 million in almost overnight. Before we talk about Vozinha, we need to understand where he comes from. Cape Verde, officially Cabo Verde, is a small island nation off the west coast of Africa. It consists of 10 volcanic islands scattered across the Atlantic Ocean. Its population is just over 500,000 people. For decades, football fans barely knew the country existed. Unlike football giants such as Brazil, Argentina, Spain, or Germany, Cape Verde had never played in a FIFA World Cup. Most of its players built careers in lower divisions across Portugal and Europe. Many balanced football with ordinary jobs. They weren't celebrities. They weren't superstars. They were simply players representing their homeland with pride. When Cape Verde qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup for the first time in history, many expected them to finish at the bottom of their group. But one man had other plans. His real name is Yosimar Jose Evora Diaz, but football knows him by another name, Vozinha. Ironically, Vozinha means grandma in Portuguese, a nickname he received because he was raised by his grandparents. By 2026, he was already 40 years old, an age when most professional footballers have long retired. His career wasn't glamorous. He spent years playing for modest clubs across Portugal, Cyprus, Moldova, Slovakia, and Angola. He never won the Champions League. He never played for a European giant. He wasn't earning millions. Just weeks before the World Cup, his contract had expired. He entered football's biggest tournament as a free agent with no club. But sometimes, life saves its biggest opportunity for those who refuse to quit. Cape Verde's first World Cup match couldn't have been harder. Their opponent was Spain, a football powerhouse, European champions, tournament favorites. Almost everyone expected Spain to win comfortably. Then the match began. Wave after wave of Spanish attacks crashed toward the Cape Verde goal, shots from inside the penalty area, powerful headers, dangerous one-on-one situations, yet every single time, there was Vozinha. Dive after dive, save after save. For 90 unforgettable minutes, he denied Spain again and again. By the final whistle, he had made 7 saves. Spain had scored 0 goals. The match ended 0-0, one of the biggest shocks of the tournament. Vozinha was named Man of the Match after his remarkable performance. Something extraordinary happened after the game. Millions of fans around the world searched one name: Vozinha. His Instagram account exploded. Within days, his followers grew from around 50,000 to millions. A goalkeeper from one of the world's smallest football nations had suddenly become one of the tournament's biggest stars. But the story wasn't only about football. After the Spain match, Vozinha broke down in tears. He revealed that his mother couldn't attend because travel costs and visa issues prevented her from making the journey. The emotional interview touched millions of people around the world. It reminded everyone that behind every football hero is a human story. Cape Verde continued making history, eventually becoming the smallest nation ever to reach the World Cup knockout stage. Vozinha proved that greatness isn't measured by the size of your country, or by your salary, or even by your age. At 40 years old, without a club, representing one of the smallest nations on earth, he became the symbol of hope for millions. Because sometimes, football reminds us that miracles don't belong only to the biggest teams. Sometimes, they belong to those who never stop believing. And that is why the world will never forget Vozinha. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more documentaries about football's greatest underdogs, forgotten heroes, and unbelievable moments from history. Because every legend has a story, and we're here to tell it.